Guys and gals, this is Barbie Figueroa with RiseMarketingAndDesign.com, and thank you so much for watching my video. Well, do you want to build a high converting landing page, but you really don't know where to start, and you don't have any design skills, or if you're anything like me, you're not a coder either, but you still want to build a landing page that capture leads for your business, but again, you don't know where to start? Well, in this two-part video training, I am going to recreate some high converting landing pages using the all-in-one digital marketing platform called Builderall, so that you can build a high converting landing page that generates leads and gets more eyeballs on your offers without having to know anything about design or coding skills. So if you want to see me create a high converting landing page that you can build out in probably less than an hour if you're new, okay? Then keep on watching. Guys and gals, again, this is Barbie Figueroa with RiseMarketingAndDesign.com. Please take just one little moment to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I would truly appreciate that. All right, guys and gals, well, this is going to be a two-part video training. In part one, I am going to show you how to recreate a high converting landing page, meaning we're going to use an existing high converting landing page as inspiration. I went and researched the interwebs for a high converting landing page that has been proven to convert, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to rebuild it in or something similar inside of the Builderall platform. And then on part two, I'm going to show you how to actually create the ebook cover very simply, so that you have something to actually give away, because that's how we generate leads with a landing page. We have to give something away for free, right? So I'm going to make sure that you know how to do that as well, so that you have the complete understanding of how to build this on your own. Now, we are going to need a few things in order to do this. So if you want to follow along, you're going to need two things. Number one, you're obviously going to need the Builderall platform. If you are not a Builderall user right now and you landed on this page and you want to check it out, you can activate a 14-day free trial by clicking on the link inside of my description box right below this video. The second thing we're going to be using is CANVA, because CANVA is where we're going to create like a design for the landing page. I have my eye on a specific landing page that I want to create. So we want to go ahead and use CANVA as kind of like the foundation for the design that we are going to implement in this landing page, ebook cover combo. All right. So if you don't have those things already, I will have links for you in the description box right below this video. So let's get started. All right, guys and gals. So let's dive into this high converting landing page design training. Now, before we get into it, let's go over the 6 elements of a high converting landing page. So the first thing is an attractive layout that matches your branding. You are building your own personal brand. We are doing attraction marketing. And so your visual branding needs to be a part of everything that you do. That way you get brand recognition across all different social media platforms as you continue to grow your business. Make sure to stay tuned, because I am about to launch my course, Color Branding for Beginners, where I show you how to create a beautiful brand that you absolutely love without any design skills or tech drama. And you may be watching this video and it's already launched. So make sure to go to my website over at www.risemarketinganddesign.com to see if it's already available. All right, so the second thing is an attention-grabbing headline. The third thing is a relevant, visually appealing image. You want to make sure it's mobile responsive. Then you want to have an offer explanation that aligns with the reader's expectations. And then you want to have an opt-in form with a clear CTA, which is a call to action. Now, this is going to be the inspiration for the landing page that we're going to create. And as you can see, it's very specifically branded. And so this company's branding is all across their board, and they also said that their ads looked the same, their marketing materials look the same, so they have a really cohesive look going to their branding. So we're obviously not going to copy this, but we are going to use it as inspiration to create a very cool landing page that reflects you, your branding, and also generates more leads as you give away free lead magnets when you drive traffic to these pages. All right, so let's get to building. All right, guys and gals, so here we are inside of my Canva account. And if you don't have Canva, I will have links for you right below in the description box so you can check it out. But we're going to go ahead and create a new design. So I'm going to click on create a design, and then I want to create a presentation. Now, what I love about Canva is that obviously they have a team of designers who have professionally created these designs and presentation templates and everything that they have here as far as graphics are concerned. So you know that if you choose one of these designs, it's going to work. So I really love using this as a shortcut in order to create your lead capture pages, websites, social media images, and more. So what I'm going to do is I am going to search for a template that is similar, but obviously not exactly the same as our inspiration landing page. So I'm just going to go ahead and, as you can see, I did a little bit of research already. So we're just going to go ahead and put in teal. And let's see. I put teal blue. Otherwise, I'll just pick the one that this is the one. I want to go ahead and use this one. Okay. So let's go ahead and choose this one. And we're going to start this as kind of like the foundation for our branding, for the design of our landing page. So automatically, I know I'm not going to need any of these things. So I'm going to delete this. So I'm going to delete this group, and I am going to delete this as well. So I'm going to come over here, and our inspiration lead capture page is a little bit more on the aqua side. So even though I don't want to make it look exactly like it, I want it to look a little bit more closer to it, because remember, it's already been proven to be a high converting lead capture page. So we're going to go ahead, and this is a little bit too light, but I'm going to come over here so that I can see if I can be inside of that family of blues. And maybe go ahead and be a little closer to the aqua family. Something like that. Okay? All right. Canva added that color to our palette. So now we have that. So that is a great foundation for a cool background. So now I want to add a little interest to our background, and I'm going to go ahead and enter shapes over here. Whoops, shapes. And we're going to go to graphics, because we're going to find some interesting little shapes over here that we can add just to give it that little extra something. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to choose this one, and I'm going to bring it around over here. And what I want to do is I want to change the colors so that it's more of a contrasting color. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to choose this yellow. And then over here, I am going to choose this yellow over here. Actually, over here. Okay, and that'll just give an extra interest in the background and the branding. It's going to give it a little extra pop of color, okay? Now what I want to do is maybe I want to create something that's a little bit up here. So we want to make it a little bit more on the fun side. So I'm drawn to this one. So let me go ahead and rotate this like this. Okay, just so that there's a little something peeking out of here. Okay, and then we're just going to make it that color. Or maybe a little bit brighter. Okay, so that's basically it. It is inspired by it, but it doesn't look exactly the same. So now that we have that going, we're going to go ahead and download this. And you just want to call it Lead Capture Page 1. Let me just go ahead and show you how to do this. Lead Capture Page 1 background. And I'm going to go ahead and download this as a PNG. And I'm going to download it. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Builderall so that we can start building out the page. So here we are inside of my Builderall back office, and I'm going to click on Cheetah Website Builder. We're going to build this project from scratch. So what I'm going to do is I am going to create a new site. Now, Builderall has a ton of different designs to choose from, but we are kind of like getting into the mind frame of building out your personal brand, your look. Okay, so when you have already a brand palette established, you're going to start getting used to just creating your own things. So that's what I'm going to show you how to do today. Okay, so I'm going to go see, you see they have a bunch of different cool designs that you can choose from. And you can definitely use them as a great foundation, but some of them have already like embedded graphics, and so it's not going to work. So sometimes it's better that we just go blank and we go brand new. So let me go ahead and click on this template, which is blank, and let's click save. So that brings that into our back office. So now it is inside of our Cheetah dashboard. Now I'm not going to get into any of the technical stuff on how to do your site settings and, things like that. If you wait to the end of video number 2, I have prepared a masterclass that you can check out that dives a lot deeper, more specifically into copywriting and things like that, that will help you really take this template next level. And you'll also have the opportunity to download it and keep it for yourself if you'd like. All right. So make sure to stay tuned for video 2, where I will reveal to you how you can get access to that masterclass. All right. So let me go ahead and click on edit page. And immediately you'll see that Builderall starts you off with a panel. So I'm not going to go into all the features of Builderall at this moment. I just want to build the framework for our landing page. So first of all, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to bring in the background that we created. So I want to put that as the background. So I'm going to right click, and then I'm going to go to background settings, and I'm going to change image, and I'm going to bring in that background we created. So here we go. And it's really simple to really like make your lead capture pages pop using Canva and Builderall. It's just awesome. So, I personally, Builderall is really designed for that person that likes to see things in the way they like to see them. If you are super creative and you want like an exact specific look, then Builderall is a great way to go because you have so much flexibility with their site builder. It is really ideal for creative people that don't know coding and aren't that great with design, but with Canva and the builder, you would be super dangerous. All right, so let me go ahead and click here. And now here we have our background design. Okay, so you'll see the aqua is just peeking out there, which is fine. So now what I want to do is I want to click on save. So now we have a really cute design going on here, and it's not exactly the same, but it's got the similar vibe as the lead capture page that we are trying to create. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in 2 more panels in here because I want to lay the foundation for the landing page before we do the lead magnet giveaway in the next video. So let me go ahead and click on this little arrow. And when I click on this little arrow, I'm going to go to panels, and I am going to bring in a blank panel. And I know I'm going to need a footer, so I'm also going to bring in a footer panel. So let's go ahead and find a footer panel, and then I am going to click on footer. All right, so I'm not going to need these extra menus, so I'm going to delete that. And then we're just going to leave this as a placeholder. And so we're just going to go ahead and change that really quickly. 2022. Oh my gosh, we're almost in 2022 already. My cool landing page. Okay, so that's what we're going to call it. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and give this a little space because I know that I'm going to need this placeholder for my ebook. And so I am just going to go ahead and show you a few things about the headlines that we want to establish right away. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to delete this because I like to start with a clean slate. Why? Because sometimes Builderall will bring in things into their templates and you start to try to put your fonts and your elements inside of the template, and they kind of like fight with each other, which is why I love to start from scratch. Okay. So the first thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and establish my font palette really quickly. And I know that I'm going to be using white as my headline. So immediately I want to go ahead and I want to make this H1 title a lot smaller. I want to make it maybe like 55, okay? And then what I want to do is I want to make it white. When you establish your fonts from the get-go, it'll be so much easier for you to edit in the mobile version. Now the size on mobile is going to be literally ginormous. So I'm going to go ahead and I am just going to make that a 20 off the spot because I know that it's going to be too big inside of the mobile. And what did we say? What are the 6 elements? We want to make it mobile friendly. So the next thing I want to do is I want to go to my H2 because that's what I'm going to use for my subheadline. So I want to use a different version of Mully. So instead of Mully Black, I am just going to go ahead and use the thin one because that's the one that I'm going to use to write with. Now here I'm going to keep this maybe like a 20 so that it's nice and legible. And then here on mobile, I am going to make it an 18. And then I know this is going to go in here, so I'm going to make it white. Okay. Now I also know that I'm going to be writing inside of this panel, so I know I'm going to want some darker fonts as well. So I'm going to head on over to H4, and I think I'm going to leave this way with this font, but I am going to make it like 20, like a 30. I'm going to make it like a 30. And we can change this later. I'm just starting out with a foundation. And then we want to make this black. Okay, so I think we've laid out a good foundation. And I am also going to add my paragraph font. And I'm also going to make that an 18. And I'm going to make it 18 here. Actually, I'm going to make that a 20. I want it to be more or less the same size as the subheadline. I'm going to use that as the font, which is going to be for the description and the bullet points down here. And then I'm going to leave that at 1.1. And just to make sure that's black and not like a dark blue. Okay, great. So now I'm done. I set my fonts. I set my fonts for my desktop and my mobile, which is going to make everything super easy to edit later. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the A to get rid of that. And then what I'm going to do is I am just going to put some placeholder text. So I'm going to put this over here and see now it has the fonts that I created. So you're going to put here attention grabbing headline that makes your visitor stop. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to do that and we're going to center it. And then we're going to do a subheadline. So we're going to add elements and we're going to bring in the text. Discover how to write a super cool subheadline here. Okay, now remember, I'm going to go a little bit deeper into this in the masterclass. So make sure to check out video 2 because I'm going to go a little bit deeper into actually showing you how to figure out the copywriting for this and stuff like that. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to put in an opt-in form. So I'm going to click on add. I'm going to go to elements. I'm going to return here and I'm going to come over here and I'm going to put my email form. So let's go to email marketing form. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to use this one. Now, automatically, because Builderall has an integrated autoresponder, it's going to ask you if you want to choose a list. So I am just going to go ahead and I'm just going to add a temporary list here. And now we have our first name and our email. And then we have the register button. Okay. Now, what I want to do is I want to change this to that green color. So I'm going to right click. I'm going to go to general colors for the mailing boss form. And I'm going to make it more like that aqua blue. Okay. Or actually more of a, like an aqua, like that kind of a green. Okay. All right. So now I want to add that to my color palette because I'm going to be using that in other places. So now I want to go ahead and I can leave the hover background like that. No problem. But I'm going to go around, I'm going to go to the border because it has a border around it and I want to change the border. So I'm going to click on this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on that one, but I want it to be a little bit darker so there's contrast. So I'm going to put it like that, and I'm going to add it to my palette. Okay, so now it's starting to come together. Now, just so that it doesn't throw me off, I want to go ahead and like make this like more of a paragraph. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy so that it looks more like a paragraph. So we have a good framework to start with. Okay, so now I'm going to bring this up a little bit. And that is starting to come together. So now what we're going to do is we're going to set the stage to bring in our lead magnet giveaway cover, which we're going to work on the next video. So for now, I want to go ahead and just kind of like lay that foundation. So I'm going to click on text and I'm going to bring in title H4. And I'm going to put something like, here's what's inside the ebook. All right, so now I'm going to go back to text and I'm going to bring in my paragraph font because that will be for my bullet points. So I'm going to double click here. Actually, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to write this into here. Awesome thing number 1. Awesome thing number 2. Awesome thing number 3. Awesome thing number 4. And so much more. So then I'm going to come over here. I'm going to highlight this all and I'm going to put bullet points here. Now you'll see that it says styles. I want to make sure that it's still using my global font. So I'm going to go and put paragraph. Boom. So there's that. And then I'm just going to go ahead and just put in my placeholder for the ebook because we're going to be adding that next in the next video. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in an image because I know I'm going to need one right over here. And I'm going to show you how to design that next. And that is basically it. We are done with the page. Now, when I click on save, I'm going to show you the mobile version. And you're going to see that there's very little, if anything, to tweak on the mobile version. So let's click on mobile version. And we're just going to have to change the order of some things. Okay, so that's basically all I had to do, but it is now mobile ready because I've already established the mobile fonts inside of the global font palette, which is right here. And then this image is a little big right now, but we can fix that once we have it in here. Or I'll just show you really quick. You can just come here to lateral spacing and you can make it smaller. And then you can give it a little bit more padding on the top from here. Well, you can do it from here and because we want to put a little bit more space here and then from the bottom so that it's not so close to here. Okay? And now this looks exactly the way you want it. All right, so let's finish up and save this and let's take a peek at what it looks like so far. So we're going to click on save and we are going to go back home. And I am going to republish it. And then I'm going to click on these 3 little dots over here and I'm going to go to the visit the website page. And boom, that's what we got so far. And the next video, oh my gosh, it's going to look so cool when we put the cover to match and everything. It's going to look so cool and it's so simple to do once you follow these instructions. So remember, in video 2, I am going to be giving you information on how to access a masterclass where we're going to dive deeper and really make this a full-fledged lead generation funnel. So make sure to stay tuned for lesson 2. Well, I will reveal the information where you can get access to that. All right, guys and gals, how cool was that? I didn't use a lick of coding. I didn't have to really have any major design skills. I kind of just took inspiration from something that already existed, and then I used Canva to kind of like spruce things up. So you don't have to be this design wizard. You don't have to be a coding genius in order to build a nice looking landing page that will convert visitors into leads. Now, in the next video, I am going to show you how to actually create the ebook cover for it. So make sure to stay tuned for that, because obviously if you're building landing pages, you want to give something away for free. So we'll talk about that in the next video. So if you want to see that next video, you're going to have to make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss that second video. All right, guys and gals. So if you have any questions about building landing pages for your niche, make sure to leave them in the comment section right below this video, and I might build it out as an example for you. With that being said, if you want to learn more about generating leads, sales, and signups online and attracting people and using these automated systems like landing pages and email list builders to start building your business online, then make sure to check out my 5-day How to Sell Without Selling challenge over at www.risebrandingacademy.com. On day 4, I talk about building these automated systems that help you generate leads and make sales even when you're not on your computer. So make sure to check that out. All right, guys and gals. Well, hopefully this video helped you. If it did, please go ahead and like this video and subscribe to my channel, and make sure to hit that notification bell if you want to be alerted the next time that I upload a video to my YouTube channel. So with that being said, this has been Barbie Figueroa with RiseMarketingAndDesign.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.